bye week?
It's great. Great. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. How's yours?
It was good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Oh.
Went to a wedding.
Oh, nice. Congrats to the people getting married.
Sean said even his wife could see him fidgeting and knowing he needed to go back in the office to pull the film. How did you deal with knowing that there were some uneasy feelings after 2 losses?
Yeah, I mean, you sit there and you try to disconnect and not think about it. Allow your mind to kind of reset and be refreshed. It's hard not to think about it, and it's hard not to want to get back in the building and continue to work on your craft and get in with our guys and put together a game plan. So, good, had like a nice little practice on Monday. So that was awesome, just getting the ball rolling. And listen, we got a lot of work to do, but this is a team that has a lot of guys that want to do that work, that care for each other. And we're just excited for another opportunity this week.
Can you pinpoint what's gone wrong with the lack of finish? And how
The lack of what? Sorry?
Lack of finish,
Okay.
and how correctable it might be?
I think it's very correctable. Again, just pulling together as a team, making sure that we're staying as one unit, getting back to the fundamentals. Again, just trusting the other 10 guys on the field with you, and you're trusted and expected to do your 111th.
What's the offense done that you like so far, Josh? What do you have to go about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been able to run the ball pretty well. Play action pass game, I think it's been pretty good. Inside the numbers has been pretty good. Obviously, there's a lot of directions that you can go to try to clean things up, and ultimately, wanting to go out there and play the best that I can play for this team, and it comes down to, again, just going out there and executing each and every given play call that Joe gives, but making sure that throughout the week we're straining in practice and finishing on plays, and sometimes it's the small things. You learn a lot from these losses that maybe you don't learn in wins. So again, we're just looking forward to trying to correct those and move on. Yeah, I mean, I think we can be better at that for sure. We can be better at getting a lot of other people involved in our pass game, and again, that starts with me.
There are people out there who are criticizing the offenses, the receivers saying they can't. Calling is off on short yardage situations with key plays. How do you respond to that criticism? Because you're probably in a bubble and you might not hear it.
Yeah, again, we're just trying to go out there and execute and do our jobs, and obviously we want to score on every single drive. That's our goal, and we're not going out there to not score. And it takes everybody on the field to like I said, execute their job. And a big part of that is quarterback play. And again, we've turned the ball over the last couple games, and it really hasn't helped us within the game and the situations that were called for it. So yeah, it starts with me. But again, we're looking forward to getting back on track and having a good week of practice and trusting each other. And again, just going out there and playing football, but having fun, and I think that's what it kind of comes down to, of being a little, don't have to get tight. Don't have to change everything. Obviously we want to correct things, but we don't have to do a complete overhaul. We still trust our guys, and we still are going to rely on our guys to go out there and make some plays. And that's ultimately what we got to do.
You've never lost 3 straight yourself. Can you draw upon, but you lost 3 straight a couple of times. Can you draw upon what you've learned from those experiences, or what the key is from those?
Again, maybe not just overlooking some of the smaller things that are going on within the games and within practice, and making sure that we're, again, staying together and coming together. Staying together is one thing, but coming together after 2 losses is a completely different thing, and it takes a lot of resilience and it takes a tight unit to do that. So, that's what we're trying to do.
How do you see that specifically with the offensive line? They returned everyone, but sack numbers, I know there's multiple things that go into that. How do you see them rebound from maybe what these past 2 weeks were?
Yeah, again, continuing to communicate as much as we need to. Have to be better in the protection game, and giving our guys better opportunities and chances to block for us. And it comes down to sometimes doing your 111th and winning your matchup. So Listen, the O-line, that's such a tough position to play because you can win 95% of the time, but they get one or two on you in critical part of the game. There's a lot of blame that gets put on you. So, but again, I feel like sacks are a quarterback stat as well, and I can help us out in that fashion.
You talked about coming together there last year. It seemed like the team was remarkably close, exceptionally close. Where do you feel like this year's current team is in that process of coming together?
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot in terms of the trust and the love that we have in this locker room for each other, and that's only going to continue to grow. And returning a lot of guys, but obviously you have a lot of new guys, especially on the defensive side. And again, just making sure that we're spreading the love in the locker room. And again, I think it comes down to just having fun with each other and trusting each other to do our jobs.
You mentioned having fun. That seems in the past that kind of starts with you. How much of a responsibility do you take on making sure that everybody's struggling?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of, obviously, being in the quarterback position, a lot of people look at this position. They draw sometimes strength from it or can be inspired by this position. So, again, going out there and obviously working extremely hard and doing my job and leading from the front, but also having energy and juice and not putting my head in the sand. And, my grandma called me, was like, I just want to see you smile, so get back to some of that and in practice, making sure that we're really emphasizing, we score, let's go celebrate, right? It's hard to score in this league. It's hard to win in this league. I feel like that, again, helps build the team too, when you're taking an extra 15 seconds to our practice to go celebrate and pick somebody up and have a lineman spike the ball. So that's what we're going to get back to. Huh?
She said that to you, your grandma. Did that hit home? Did you go, you know what?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did she call you?
This would have been last Thursday, about 4 or 5 days ago. So, yeah. Huh? Yes. Yeah.
Did you feel you weren't smiling? Or?
She felt that way. Yeah. I guess I must not have been. So, it's no fun, obviously, losing. And maybe that's why. But it's a lot easier to smile when you're winning. But ultimately, again, going out there and just trying to execute and having fun with it. Oh, yeah. She watches every game. She's a gamer. Huh? That's true. It helps.
You mentioned that most of the newer players on this team are on the defensive side of the ball. Does it make it easy to feel more comfortable with trying to figure out the offense when you had so much success facing with this personnel?
Yeah, the continuity helps. The conversations that you can have of, hey, remember how you ran this route last year against this team? And if we're putting this concept back in, either great, let's run it like this, or didn't work, let's change it. So to be able to have guys that you've been in battle with and can trust and rely on, obviously that's extremely helpful.
Some of these short completions where he goes, catches it 5 yards out and he runs for 15, bounces up, guys. What goes through your mind as a quarterback when you have a short completion and he's just weaving and bouncing off there?
Well, it's sometimes when he has the ball, he's kind of hard to see because typically our linemen are moving and I don't really see what he does when he does it. And then obviously when he scores, it's like we get back to the sideline looking up at the Jumbotron and seeing how many missed tackles that he forced. So he's an electric football player. And again, what I love about Khalil is he just does everything the right way. He works extremely hard. He follows the football. He practices extremely hard, like I said. And it's easy to one, play with a guy like that, root for a guy like that, and throw to a guy like that. Yeah, it was very cool. Also extremely honored to be a part of that and to be a part of Firebaugh history. And it's it's a fantastic town with a lot of fantastic people, and to have my family there on my behalf was extremely cool. And not only that, there's a lot of history. Again, my grandfather,